Hope.
And Briannis.
And welcome back to our channel. Today's topic is going to be about Gen Z coming after us. So they're coming after the millennials. They're coming after our side parts. They're coming after our skinny jeans. They are coming after everything that is apparently wrong with society is what millennials do.
Yeah. You know, you're giving me real boomer attitudes right now. You know, y'all are some complainers. You really are.
We had to live through so many things in our lives.
Yes, I had to deal with, before I was even 4 years old, we had to deal with Y2K, we had to deal with Columbine, we get to 2000, and we have just a terrible election that has happened. Yeah, we had multiple economic crises. I mean, just living through the Bush administration alone should be something that allows us to have free therapy for the trauma. We had to deal with the war in Iraq. We had to deal with 9/11. We watched people literally get blowed up while we were in first grade, 2 weeks in. We had to deal with, we finally got a black president, but then we had to deal with birtherism and racism because of that. And then we had to deal with Trump. That was terrible. And then now we got Trump out, but then we have a whole insurrection. There's still idiots who don't believe that, you know, that he won the election because they don't believe in mail-in ballots, even though there's plenty of states who only use that system for voting. We had to deal with, now we're in a pandemic, you know, that we seems to may never get out of because white people aren't used to people telling them what to do, and they don't want to wear a mask. So yeah, I'm stressed. And so, you know, forgive me if I want to have my Harry Potter house, proud Slytherin here, in my Instagram bio. I'm sorry if I like to use a crying emoji.
Oh yeah, you're not supposed to use a crying.
The cry laughing emoji.
You're supposed to do the dead emoji. The skull face. It's skull face.
I'm not dead. I'm laughing and crying. Like, this is hilarious. First of all, it's because of us you have emojis.
That is correct.
It's because of us. It's because of us that you even have social media platforms. From Mark Zuckerberg and the dude who made Twitter, who
Jack Dorsey.
Yeah, him, and the man from Snapchat who married Miranda Kerr. I don't know his name, but I know he's married Miranda Kerr, so he's doing good. So I am tired of Gen Z acting like they know better than everyone else. I will take nothing from a group of people who thought it was okay to eat Tide Pods. You literally tried to eat laundry detergent. Laundry detergent. All the generations of people who had to deal with the transition of fruity smelling laundry detergent. I never once heard of anyone trying to eat it. And you thought it was okay. I heard the cinnamon challenge. We did our dumb things as a kid on the YouTube. But oh my God, I have never heard of anyone trying to eat laundry detergent.
Except for them.
Come on, guys.
And first of all, the side part just makes your hair look nice. The middle, I don't know who's doing a middle part because the crap looks flat.
Yes, especially if you don't have like thicker or fuller hair. Yeah. Now, I can wear my hair and rock it any way that I want to. I'm going to look great. But some people should know that the side part, if you do a middle part, it's going to really all bring out the fact that you may not have a symmetrical head, and it may make you look bad.
And if you have thin hair like me, the side part is really just going to make you look like you don't have any hair.
So I don't understand it. This is from a generation of people. If you ever go on TikTok, you know, I see that they are, you know, they don't like skinny jeans, but now they're trying to bring back low-rise jeans. No, we're not bringing back low-rise jeans. That was so bad for us. This is a group of people who literally have no type of culture within themselves.
Correct.
I don't know anything that Gen Z has done that has had like a cultural impact besides like maybe, you know, getting up and voting like you're supposed to do. But like I'm talking about bringing things that like have like an impact on like pop culture and the things we do every day. I'm trying to think of something like clothing wise. I saw someone who was talking about imagine being a teenager from 2010 to 2014. That was like the New Boys, like you're a jerk era. I know this because I was in high school. Mm-hmm. I remember people wearing the snapbacks because it's like snapbacks and tattoos was a song. I remember the skinny jeans and the low rise and the checkered belts, the ones with the different colors. I remember the graphic tees and the Keds, or like what was those things called? The slip-on shoes. They were called Vans.
Oh, and we also had Sperry's. Sperry's was also big.
But Sperry's was more like I don't know how to say this. So like Sperry's was more of like a white people like preppy look, and only certain people wore those, like those boat shoes, but they were not the same pop culture as like Vans were, the high rise Converse, especially the ones that had the laces that would go all the way up to your knee, like the scene in emo kids would wear those. People are romanticized. The one where people would wear their hair like this, you know, and they would have that like weird, you know, thing that like swooped, like they would like, that's being romanticized. We do not need to bring that back. I lived that. I see people romanticizing stuff that doesn't need to be romanticized. No, I remember transitioning from like that, like 2009, we started high school, graduated 2013. 2014, I'm obviously in college. From 2014 to 2015, we saw like a change in like fashion and like getting out of that, like that type of stuff.
It's clunky.
I don't like it, and I'm trying to understand why people are thinking that that's cute. Like, there was nothing significant that happened between 2010 and 2014 that I'm trying to figure out that makes it romanticized. Like, we were still having school shootings. We were still kind of getting better from the economic crisis. Like, there's nothing that happened in 2010. Yeah, music changed. That was when you saw more like dance and like techno, like David Guetta, like those people getting really popular.
Gaga got really popular.
Yeah, but Lady Gaga got popular in like 2008, 2009. Because I remember being in 8th grade when like Just Dance came out. But like, yeah, like it was like a transition to a different type of pop music. I remember growing up in the 2000s. I'm definitely like a 90s baby, child of the 2000s. I grew up mostly in the early 2000s. And I remember the toys that we played with. I saw a TikTok of a girl she ordered a pink Motorola Razr. And she was like acting like it was so cool. I was like, oh my God. I remember that. Razors were a thing when we were in elementary school.
And they were nice too.
Yeah, but not everyone had them. And like, even some people had them in middle school, but those aren't great. Do you know when you have to press a button 3 times to get the letter? And then you have to do, like, yeah, we got good at that. But now we have actual iPhones that are
with a keyboard.
Yeah. Do you not remember, like, if you accidentally clicked on the internet on your phone, you were trying to hurry up and click out because you knew that 1 minute alone was probably going to cost you about $20?
Yes.
Or when you had to make sure you had the card that you buy at the store to put minutes on your phone through the card, because we didn't have, you know, self-service like that. It was card. And then it was like,
it was pay to use.
Yeah. And so that's why a lot of times you see it's like $1.99 per text. And so if you put $15 and you sent like 3 texts, you've used almost $6. So like, I remember that time. I remember like my first phone was a Firefly. It was with Singular. Singular don't even exist anymore. I think it's with like AT&T now, which used to be Bell South. So I remember like, not being this old, the changes that we've gone through, like, this is our generation. I am sorry that like Gen Z does not have like any books or anything that define them as a generation, because even the movies and stuff that are coming out now are like books that came out when we were kids. Yeah. Like, I don't know, I think To All the Boys I Loved Before maybe came out like 2010-ish, like around that time. But like, that we'll give them that. But like Harry Potter, the Junie B. Jones, the Magic Treehouse books.
Apparently millennials are using antiquated books with Harry Potter.
I like Harry Potter.
Yeah.
And Harry Potter is everything. I love those movies.
They canceled J.K. Rowling, and so now we just not supposed to pay attention to Harry Potter.
We need to cancel some of the people that Gen Z look up to. So for me, I loved Harry Potter. Harry Potter books were amazing to me as a kid. I loved the movies. I grew up with the movies. The first Harry Potter movie came out when I was in 1st grade, and the last one came out when I was like a junior in high school. So I literally grew up with them. Yeah. Those were great. I liked the Twilight ones.
I remember going to the mailbox and like hurrying up to read it real quick because you would pre-order it so it would be delivered the day it released, and like running through every page of that book as quickly as I could.
Why?
Because I was excited to learn what happened.
Oh, I didn't do all that. I mean, I still had other homework and other stuff that I had to do.
Oh, no, I would literally knock the book out in like 2 days.
I had other things to do, so I couldn't do that. But like, I would, and even with like the books and stuff, like I remember even, I never pre-ordered a book. Like, really? I would just, no, you didn't have to just go to the dang store and get it. They did.
Well, you didn't have to do that because the stuff was in your mailbox the day.
No, I liked going to Barnes and Noble.
I didn't like the crowd, so I was not.
There was no crowds. I'm not going the day it came out. Oh, like I would go because they would always come out every weekday, and we had school, so no, and my mom wasn't doing that. So you just go and you go get the book and you read it, and we weren't too far behind with like thinking about it. The way that they were hyped up, and I loved the movies as a kid, but like even as as the new books were coming out, like it was still okay. I remember like, I think the last of the Deathly Hallows, they came out, well, the Deathly Hallows was one book. I think that came out when I was in 7th grade. So like, I still had 4 years before the movie was going to come out. So like they hadn't quite caught up yet. So like I was okay. But I loved Harry Potter. Like I loved those books. I loved the Hunger Games books. I loved the Divergent series. I know that they're now making the new thing, and I know it's going to be so popular, is like the Uglies series. And I loved those books in middle school. Those books were so good.
Uglies, Pretties, and...
It was extras and specials, I think.
Extras, yeah.
And so it was like, I love those books. Those books were amazing, and I think they really tie into like almost foreshadowed what we go through now with like beauty standards and social media and like plastic surgery.
Yeah.
I like those. I just feel as though, you know, Gen Z as a whole is going through an identity crisis because they don't know who they are. They romanticize everything from just about every generation. They've copied everything from every other generation. There's like this nostalgia for something that they didn't live through. And I'm like...
Well, just so you know, we're going to continue to wear our side parts.
And I'm going to continue to wear skinny jeans. And like, imagine that people want to bring back boot cut. Imagine living through boot cut. And
I remember I had a pair of boot cut jeans.
She had a pair of boot cut flare jeans.
And I was like, burn them.
I was like, why do you have boot cut jeans and flare jeans? Like, those are so, no. They don't look good. And then you need to start ironing your pants again because they get wrinkled and they need to be form-fitting at the top and not too flared. It's too much. Like, honestly, I don't know why y'all like some of this stuff. Like, it's crazy to me. It's like... bringing back some high-waisted stuff. We just got rid of high-waisted stuff.
Yeah.
No, my stomach is like, thank you for that.
So it
makes everyone's butt looks flat. Like, what? We just got rid of it, and now you guys want to bring back the ill-fitting clothes.
Yes.
We got rid of it for a reason. I know you were 2, but we got rid of it for a reason.
Remember when we went to Target and we saw the fashion that was coming out of Target?
Oh my God. The stuff is like 1970s ugly. It's like they've brought back all of the stuff that people didn't like, and everything's like a shade of beige and brown and green.
The trash bag
Oh my God, it was a puffer jacket that looked like something out of a Diddy video from 1999. It looked like a fluorescent trash bag. I will not be purchasing any of it. Gen Z needs to get it to whoever is catering to Gen Z. I will be wearing clothes from the adult section of Ann Taylor Loft or somewhere because I can't buy clothes anymore because I don't want to wear beige clothes. I want things that have color. I want to wear things that are cute. You know, you don't want to wear V-neck. You know, you only want crew cut. I want to, I'm not feeling that, when it used to choke you. Like, we're so past all of that. We are. Like,
we really are.
We got past it for a reason. And then in 5 years, what are our kids going to look up to? Gen Z?
Yeah.
Because we haven't evolved as a level of a culture because I feel like Gen Z is giving us nothing.
Correct.
Imagine romanticizing 2006. What the heck is so great about 2006? Nothing. There's nothing great about 2000. I'm sure it was a fine year, but there's nothing fantastic about 2006.
Yeah, no.
Like, we have to, Gen Z, I need you guys to find an identity. It is okay to be yourself. You do not.
Themselves is
they don't know who they are because they're spend all their time on the internet and on social media looking at everybody else and not paying attention to who they could be as a collective. You guys could be so strong if you focused on the right things. Right now, the focus is not to be talking about millennials because guess what? We are the people who are going to be hiring you in a few, and you do not want to get on our nerves. I'm telling you that right now. All the technology and everything that we have right now is because millennials have created it. So do not try to tell us like we are like boomers or Gen X that we can work a phone. We know how to use all types of technology.
We grew up with it and we built it.
Yeah. So I understand the difference when having a typewriter and having a laptop. I know how to use an iPhone because I could use all the antiquated other stuff where you had to go through, instead of pressing one button, you had to go through 7. So yeah, I understand how to use Excel because we had computer classes way back in the day and we had to learn how to do everything. So the basic shortcuts that you know how to do, if your keyboard was broken, I can figure out how to do without it because I know how to do the original steps. Yeah. So I'm going to tell you, and I'm not old. I don't know why people think that we're old. I'm almost going to be 26. I'm not old. I'm not going to let you call me old because you're 10. and you got pushed out of the womb yesterday, and now you think you're so big, bad, and grown. You're not grown. You're a baby. And enjoy being a baby. Enjoy being a kid. Don't try to dress so grown. Don't try to, do all this stuff and wish you were in high school and wish you were, because if you wished you were all that, you would be so-called old too. Like, love your youth. At least you're not going through a pandemic and all your 20s is going to be in the pandemic. It's supposed to be your fun time. Like, you are okay. Do you know what I would have given to have months of just being able to just not have to deal with any of this? I'm telling you, I would have loved to have had school on Zoom. Do you know how easy that would have been to just roll out of bed and be there? You guys,
these online classes.
I feel bad that you guys didn't get your prom. I feel bad for all of that. But honestly, just be in the moment and enjoy your youth, because honestly, being an adult is not all it's cracked up to be. And let me be an adult who likes to talk about coffee, and let me talk about pizza, and let me talk about Harry Potter and my skinny jeans, and just let me be. We're not bothering anyone. Okay?
Okay.
All right, so that's our video for today. Just two proud millennials telling Gen Z to learn their place.
And please sit down.
Thank you. All right.
Bye.
Bye.